Welcome to the Syndicate. Right, so I got here last night. Not last night, I got here about 4 or 5 o'clock, I think it was. But it was just getting dark by the time we got the rods sorted. So nothing last night. I'm going to show you the spots in a minute. That'll fish well, the spot I'm fishing, because I've got all 3 rods on one spot. There's not too many people on the lake. There's 1, 2, 3. There's another 4, so there's 5 in total, including me. I chose to come up by the entrance just because the wind's going to be pushing up in this direction. I've seen a few fish. I was up from about 2:30 this morning. I woke up, needed a Jimmy riddle, and then I couldn't get back to sleep till about 5:30, but I was hearing fish. And I've seen one 5-10 minutes ago, a couple of swims down, right out the water, so I seem to be in the vicinity. But I've had coots diving on me this morning over my spot, so that would indicate that obviously there's bait there left. So yeah, it doesn't look like anything's maybe been this far up, but we've got till tomorrow morning anyway. I shall be leaving around 10, 11 tomorrow morning, so still got another good 24 hours to go. Hopefully we can wangle one out. Yeah, so I'm going to show you the spots in a minute. Right, so I am just there, 1 rod there, 1 rod in the middle, 1 rod to the right of the reeds. A firm spot, gravelly, about 2.5 foot water. It's not that deep. The whole lake's not that deep, to be honest. You probably only got 5 foot maximum in its deepest places. So 2.5 foot, yeah, up to them reeds. 15 spots all along the reeds last night. The plan is, I think, if I catch a fish, especially if it's like morning time, evening time, night time, I'm not going to respot just because it's so shallow. And I might not even recast the rod that I catch on, to be honest. I may leave it out for an hour or 2 if I catch one, because it's so shallow. I just think spotting definitely going to spook them. Recasting possibly. So yeah, I think we're on about 9, half 9 now, so I should give it till 12, 1 o'clock, and then I'll bring the rods in, some fresh rigs on that I've just tied up, and I'll put PVA bags on. I've got a trick that I'll use to make particle PVA friendly. Right, so if you want to put your particle in a PVA mesh bag, then what you want to do, there's a couple of things you can do, to be honest, but I've got salt at the moment, so get some salt. I've already put some in, so I'm not going to, decent handful in there, mix it around. You're probably better with table salt if you want it instant, but I've only got rock salt, sea salt, so I've done it about an hour ago. So yeah, mix it all in. and then just test it. Just put a little bit in your PVA mesh bag. Just make sure you're not gonna melt it. Another thing you can do is hemp oil, salmon oil. That'll get it in there. Obviously, yeah, you don't want to be tying them up in advance. You want to be tying them up as you're using them. But yeah, that's a way of getting the particle in a PVA mesh bag. So there's the 3 rigs ready to go out. So that is how they should sit. It's a 12mm cut down, but I've got it so it just sits over. It will just hover over the hook. Oh, what bit of crap is there? So it will just hover over the hook, masking the hook. 3 different colours: washed out yellow, white, and then pink. Like I said, what I'd normally do if I catch one, I'll put all 3 onto the same one, but if I do catch one, I'm going to leave the rods in for a good hour or 2, and not recast the rod that I've caught the fish on. But if I don't have any joy, then on the other ones I'll have them all in, and I'll swap all the hook bait colours to the same one that I've caught on. So yeah, hopefully this gets me a bit of joy. Well, I've caught one. I've caught one branch. Oh, so I dragged this out of the far margin that I was fishing on. So I'm assuming this might have been a reason why I never caught. That's not possibly, I don't know. It's a long one, and I've christened my new cradle. Giving you a little update. It has got really cloudy. I think the chances of rain was 30%, but it's really clouding up, so it is looking good for a bite. I haven't seen anything here. I did walk down to see Kelly earlier. I seen on the other end of the lake, I seen one bosh out, one cruising on the top. That was when it was a bit sunnier. But the wind's still pushing up this way, and it has warmed up quite a bit with that overcast cloud. It's warmed up, so I'm hoping I can get one out. It'd be nice to get into one of the big ones. Guys, so just coming to the end of the session now. Nothing happened in the night. A couple of bleeps on the middle rod, but apart from that, nothing. I think things that I mean, blanks happen. it's part of fishing. I don't really mind too much as long as I'm learning. I think the mistakes I've made on this session is, I think as we're coming into getting towards autumn time, I think the watercraft needs to be improved. Throughout the summer, I've sort of known by what the weather's going to be doing where the fish are going to really be, to be honest. Although it's not always accurate, but you can have some sort of good idea. And what I did is I camped myself out on the end of the wind, and it was a northerly wind and it was cold. Up this end of the lake where I'm fishing compared to the other end of the lake, it was like two different worlds. It was boiling down there yesterday and it was absolutely freezing up here. So that was a mistake I'd made. Whether I would have caught or not, I don't know, but if I was a carp, I wouldn't have wanted to be up here yesterday, I can tell you that. So that's something I could have improved on, for definite. They seem to be showing halfway down the lake now. So, and it's where no lines are, to be honest, so that might be the reason why they're there. I don't know. Another thing I could have done better is not spodding on top of the bivvy. Yeah. But I've been watching the coots again on the spot, diving over the spot on the reeds that I've been baiting. Like I said, I put 15 spawns out when I got here Friday, and I haven't spawned again, and they're still bait there, so they're obviously not here, and they're obviously not really on the feed, I don't think. So yeah, that's the end of the session for me. I'm going to start packing up now. But you don't always catch when you come out. But as long as you're always learning, I think that puts you in good stead for future sessions. But that is the reality of fishing.